From starting, I will start a project structure in Eclipse. You need to create a dynamic web project in Eclipse, and you need to use the folder structure, and you need to follow the folder structure like as below in the sidebar. You need to create three folder inside src folder, right? Src main Java, in which I have created already the controller class, controller folder, do folder, and model folder, right? The base package of these three folder is com.programming script, right? And the mode view page is inside web-inf. I have created a view folder. Inside, all the JSP file will be contained in future. And I have already created one JSP file, user.jsp, that will be used for the form field of user registration, right? And there are another file, index.jsp, which is a root file of the project. And I have created another XML file with web.xml file. I have already generated web.xml file initially when I am starting with Spring MVC with the dynamic web project in Eclipse, and we need to create another two files of XML for the purpose of application context and dispatcher class. The dispatcher servlet is a front controller like servlet, and all the application context will be in the application context file. I will explain further with another video also. I will explain only this slide so that you will go through an idea, and you will more focus on future on the project when I will implement live in front of you, right? The first is, what is the persistent class in the Spring MVC? Persistent is a class where we do not need to create JDBC class in the web application. We pass a model class, and model class contain all the value. Like if you want to create a column in the table, then you have to use import java x dot persistent dot column. And if you want entity, the name of the table, then you have to use entity class. And these generator value, generator type, and ID transient, these are all the classes used for the annotation class. What is annotation? You have already know about the annotation when you are using servlet file. It is just it is not an XML file. It is just annotation based class. So I will explain further. Like I have created a model class in the model package where I have written entity at the rate of entity for the annotation purpose. It will write an user table in my database, right? And I have created at the rate of ID, at the rate of generator value for the purpose of generated type, and this generator value will be generated automatically in the table. When a user fill his form, password, username, email ID, address, and mobile number, the ID will be automatically generated by the server. And the further I have created a model class, all attributes like username, email ID, and address I have used at the rate of column annotation for the purpose of creating column in the user table. And I have also written a transient keyword before writing password. It means I do not want to store my database, my password in the database. Okay, so that we have to use at the rate of transient keyword in front of the password, right? I am going to start with setter and getter in the future. I will explain in the next video. So come to the next slide. So that attribute of the object will be columns of the table in the database. And this is my database of H2 database, where you already understand this is the user class, and all the attributes contain the column name as a column name. I have inserted one value from the user interface, and the database will be created automatically in H2 database. And I have written the command select a star from user. You can see the result in the select start from user menu bar. So no need to I have used the annotation bar in front of the password so that we do not need to store the password in the table. So we need to create another table in for the password storage for a particular user and his role. So I am creating another model class, that is a user credential, that will store the username, role, enable and username. So there will be another class containing the attribute like password, role and username, and it will store another table in the H2 database. Similarly, select a star from user credential I have created, and it will store another information, username, enable, password and role. Initially I have given my name in the time of sign up as a user role. So the use of Hibernate will be in the DO classes. So in the DO package you need to create a user DO class, and above the user DO class you need to use another annotation, that is a repository, that will store the database functionality. You need to write an AutoWire functionality before a session factory. You need to create a AutoWire for the session factory so that user can register and update, delete can be function be written in the DO class. Initially I have started with two methods, user register and another is register user credential. Register user contain model class user, and where we need to pass three things. The first, session factory will be open, and when the session will be open we have to store on the session object, and then session will call get transaction and a start transaction, and that will be stored on the transaction object. Further we need to start begin transaction, and on the session we have to save our user, and after that when the user stays in the database, then we need to flush the session. After we need to create we need to commit the transaction, and we need to create the we need to close the session for the further processing, so that session will be not overloaded at the runtime. We need to create another register user credential as well, and we need to pass another model class of user credential so that we need to store the password and respective username, password and role of the user in the database. There is another class, that is the registration for the controller. We need to create a controller inside a controller class. The base package contains a controller folder, and we need to create a user controller class, and we have to use @ controller in front of controller class, and we need to use AutoWire to AutoWire the user DO that we have to created already two methods, that is register user and register user credential. And when a user request mapping, when the user request for the mapping of \signup, then it will be request for the user.jsp file, as you can see in the picture. I have written already a method so user detail which has return type as model and view. It means this model and view object contains both model class, that is a user.jsp, and as well as user table user class, and it binds with both AutoWire. And in future I have create another class like insert user. When a form will be filled, after displaying this form, we have to fill all the form and click on the sign up page. It request for insert user, and insert user I have already used user class and user.jsp file as well as the user credential and user class, and all the user registration will be called by user DO object, and finally it went for the password by using your annotation from the JSP file. Form action is, or you have already aware with the form action in servlet, so that you can understand very well. Otherwise, you can use form action for the purpose of insert user as a hyperlink when the user submit the data after filling the sign up form. There is a command name. It acts as a modal attribute, so that it contains all the detail whenever you fill the form of sign up. It went for user.jsp file, and user.jsp file contains a my user as a modal attribute, which is a blank object contain all the data with all the data, and all the data filled after filling the form. When a user hit insert user, it means you submitted the data by using the submit button, and it will go in the database all the record by using that method. Finally, you can ask, how does it works? Whenever user request for index.jsp, there is a hyperlink known as sign up, and this sign up doesn't contain any hyperlink signup.jsp, signup.html, we don't know, so that we hide all the detail on the front page or the front controller. There is no anyone already encapsulated. As example, you can say that if you went for the restaurant to get a good food, you cannot meet with the cooker, the cook person that cooks the food. Similarly, I have if a user come on our website, he will see only a sign up hyperlink, and when they hit this hyperlink, he will get only / sign up on the page. And how it works? It means when a user hit sign up page, then front controller use in the come in the picture, like web INF dispatcher sublet. It will went for the dispatcher in future, and this is a complete file where the component based scan will be written on the XML annotation. We have to pass the current view package name, and the automatically suffix will be added in our page, which is as legal. Finally, no need to specify type of page on the URL. Fine. There is the final application context XML that contains database credentials inside the XML file. There is a bean ID that is known as data source that contains all the information of a database, like the driver name, the URL of the database, and username, password. And secondary, you need to pass component scan, that is the base package of our MVC project. The third one, we need to pass a session factory. Whenever a user want to update his record, then a table will not deleted, we need to update only, so we pass the session factory ID. The third one, we need to use name as a package to scan, so that com.programming.model will be given in the list, and the model class contain the attribute will be used in the database as a table. Finally, our transaction manager ID is work for every transaction as a record. And guys, very thank you to understand this project. However, if you have any query, you can comment on our video, and for more updates, subscribe our channel programmingset.com. Thank you very much.